There is just so much that I'm processing at the moment, and this is insane to grow from highs and lows and to dive deep into the depth of myself and my being and my core and relearning who I am. And I feel like I lost myself. And now I'm discovering new aspects of myself and all my beliefs. Everything that I thought about myself is destroyed, is gone. I just don't know who I am and what I want, and I feel like I'm getting closer to it since my heart were broken into pieces, and I never felt so much pain for a breakup. And it's not just the breakup, it's not just the loss of my loved one, it's just that it's bringing so much to the surface, and it's taking me to a deep healing process that I've been avoiding for a long time. It's taking me so deep, and now I'm trying to navigate through who I am and what I want, and I see all aspects of myself at the same time, and this is just so confusing because I have so many different aspects. I'm this sacred feminine goddess, and I'm also someone who wants to enjoy humanity and life and enjoy a good pizza and chilling in front of TV reality show, and I saw that as opposition for such a long time that now I'm like, fucking hell, who the fuck I am. And the pain is breaking me. Like, I never felt that broken in my life for such a period of time. It's more than a month now, and I'm still not out of the pain. I still woke up this morning and I was just like, I can't take this pain anymore. Just take me. I just want to die. I'm tired of feeling that much pain. And I won't let it break me. I'm trying to hold on and to control and to be strong in my old ways of doing. And I know life is teaching me that there is no going back to the old ways ever again. This is it. This is closure into parts of myself that I hold into my soul, into my body for a long time. And this is fucking painful. The healing process is so damn painful. And I know it is for so many of us. I know so many of us are in pain right now. This year has been crazy for so many people. And we still want to go back to the old ways. We still want to behave as we always did. But fucking hell, when will we realize that it's not, it's over. There is no more time to be wasted. There is no more time to pretend that we are, to pretend to be someone we are not. And that's my learning right now, is to accept that, oh my God, I have so many different aspects of myself, and they are talking and taking places. 1 hour it's this and the next is that, and that's okay. And I can be whoever the fuck I want, and I can be this, like sensitive, vulnerable little baby that just need to be loved and cared for, and I can be this fucking damn powerful white woman, and I'm all of that. And I'm the boss babe that is creating her business, and that is like all into mindset and going after my dreams. But I'm also someone that is deeply spiritual and connected with my sexuality and all that is sacred into my sacred temple, my body. And I can be, like this child running on the beach and having fun and just not taking life seriously. And at the same time, I can also be someone who just go out to the pub and have a drink with some friends and not thinking about anything. And I can be so deeply spiritual and connected to my soul and to the universe, but also so connected to earth and my ego, and be jealous and possessive and controlling and judgmental sometimes. And I'm also this light and this deep unconditional love that I know is not accessible to a lot of people. And I know I carry deep wisdom, and I have so much to share to the world, and I have so much to give, and at the same time I have so much to learn, and I can be very ignorant and very disconnected from myself at moments. And it's, how do I accept all of those different aspects? How do I know who I am in the midst of all of this? And I'm the first episode of this podcast was craving for the truth, because this deep healing process is both the most painful thing I ever went through, and the most beautiful gift that I can have at this moment of my life, because I already did so much inner work, so much shadow work. I transformed my life completely to really be to the point where I was living a life that is, super aligned with all my dreams, and I literally feel like I created the life of my dream. And then, I got my heart broken, and everything that I couldn't see came back to the surface, to, the wounds that I carried in my body and in my heart for a long time, that are here from, childhood and when I was younger, and previous relationships and pain that I didn't really quite heal. And it's crazy, because when you get into your journey like me for 8 years, a lot happened, and sometimes I can see people from the past, and they seems like they didn't move on. They're still the same person, and like even myself 1 year ago, or even myself 1 month ago, 1 month ago I was a complete different person. I felt super aligned and everything, but when my girlfriend left, I went in so much pain that I felt so broken to lose the love, and that it happened as a real trauma. It's a real shock and trauma. I didn't expect it to come like this, and I didn't expect it to be that painful, and to be here sitting with the pain for the first time, because I always had strategies to avoid the pain. And I think my hardest breakup in my life before that, and I had quite a few lovers before, I think in 2 weeks. 2 weeks was my maximum of feeling like shit, and then and within those 2 weeks I was already, onto someone else, or in bed with someone else, or on a dating app or something, because I jumped from one partner to another most of my life, and when I didn't, I was just like having one night stand and going out with my friends and getting drunk and using alcohol and drugs to numb my pain and to hide what was painful. And that is the first time of my life that I have no attraction to those techniques anymore and strategies. Like, there is no way I'm getting my ass drunk just to forget about the pain. Like, this, I really don't have any attraction. It took me so many years to heal my relationship with alcohol and everything that happened under the influence of alcohol, and that I absolutely don't regret any part of my life, and without it I won't be the person that I am today, and I won't be sharing all the knowledge and everything that I learned if it was always sparkles and glitters. I'm super happy that I experienced that, but now I'm left with my tools, and my tools are this deep, knowing and introspection and meditation and sacred sexuality and mindset and writing and connecting with your body and with your essence, and there is no escape. The pain is here, and I'm not even trying to escape it for the first time of my life. And that is a difficult process, but I'm discovering who I am, and that, when you think you get stuff, then life is coming at you and teaching you to stay humble. And I think it's really about this. And like, I never felt my voice so free, and I don't consider myself as being someone fearful. I talk about fear a lot because I have so much fears, but most of the time they don't stop me. I'm living my life with, I'm dancing with fears every single day. Being an entrepreneur and, struggling with money and struggling with where I am in the world and struggling with like doing the inner work every single fucking time, and showing up online and showing up for my partner and showing up for my friends and family and speaking my truth is always full of fears. And I always have a lot of fears of being rejected and judged, and a big fear of being alone and of dying, obviously. And but it doesn't stop me. I keep going. And it's interesting to see how, this morning I wanted to die. I wanted my soul to go back to where it came from, and to leave this physical body that is so damn painful that I can't even move, not even to stand and go to the toilet in the morning because I'm in so much pain in my bed. So this is deep, and the next minute I'm like, no, this pain is not gonna, yes, this pain is bringing me to my knees, but it's not breaking me. It's not gonna break me. And which is crazy is that I mentioned how during other hard times of my life I use strategies like having already another partner, or being dating and having like unconscious sexual relationship with people I didn't even know, or just being on dating apps and stuff like this, or getting drunk, or getting high to the point where I just don't feel anything, just numbing myself also with food and with many other toxic behaviors in my life. And now I I don't have any of that. And I realized that I also, it's not just the external strategies that I use, but I also use like blaming and judging and hating and building up this anger against the person who I thought was making me suffer. And I don't know what happened right now, but I'm maybe too conscious, too aware that the pain is coming from my own wounds. And I don't know, like as soon as my partner left, maybe not as soon, but I think, a few hours after, she was in the train and she was gone. And I just realized, like, I don't know, I get a clear cut on like, this is mine and this is hers. And it was all mixed up for, I would say, the entire time of a relationship. Like, I think we struggled so much to take ownership for our feelings and emotions and for ourselves, basically really taking ownership. And I think, a few hours in the breakup and the pain, I was like, oh my God, this is all mine. And I couldn't use blaming or judging. And I'm not saying that it never, it's been more than a month now. And and there is moments where I feel, angry but it's so hard to direct my anger towards a person and to blame it, because I'm so aware about my responsibility. And I feel also a lot of freedom because I don't feel responsible for her. I don't feel responsible for her feelings and her emotion and her journey. And I feel responsible for me. And I cannot use blame or judgment or blaming on the outside circumstances and everything, because I know I'm the only one in this. I'm the queen of my own reality, of my temple, of my own experience. And no one is responsible, neither my parents, neither my friends, neither the person who hurt me in the past, or that people that has been mean, or a country. I had a dream where I had a dream like 3 or 4 days ago where oh my God. Yeah, I was meeting with my partner who just left me more than a month ago, and we had a normal day together, and it was beautiful. And in that dream, we went through the breakup, and I went through all the revelation that I had and all the transformation, and I was this new me. And I in the moment we went to bed in the dream, and I turned to her and I asked her, like, let's move back to Netherlands. And if you don't know my story, we lived together in Netherlands for more than a year, and I was getting very frustrated at the country, and I was blaming all my problems on the country, which is really not what taking ownership for yourself is. It's the opposite. I was like, this is because of Netherlands that I'm so sad and I'm so depressed because it's so cold and my job is shit and blah blah blah, and just blaming it on the outside circumstances. And this is a very dangerous game, because in this moment, I truly deeply believed it. Like, I'm saying that right now because the pain is showing me depth of myself that I couldn't see before, but I truly deeply believed that. I was not joking. I was, in my truth at this moment of my life. And now I feel like the veil has been lifted, and it's like, no, like, and the reason for this breakthrough is when I woke up from that dream, I realized that because now I'm, I was supposed to travel with her to Chile, to South America, and then to see from there and travel together. And now obviously none of that is happening. So I'm like, okay, where I'm gonna go? And I was thinking to go to Norway, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to Portugal. And then and I thought for a long time that I wanted to live in Bali, and now I'm realizing as well that it's just not who I am. I don't know what I want, and I'm learning every single day since she left, like, what is important for me? What is my truth? Who am I without her? And I never thought I would go back to such a relationship where I forgot about myself so much, where I forgot who I am, where I forgot my own strength, where I don't take ownership for myself. And you know, I thought that I was better than that. I thought that I did all the work necessary. And previous to that, I had the most healthy, beautiful relationship I ever had up until this day, where we had such a deep level of trust and honesty and communication. It was just another level, which doesn't mean we are meant to be together, because, you know, like, our ways just get so much apart that I couldn't see any way we could. But it doesn't mean it was unhealthy, you know. And I felt like we had kind of a conscious uncoupling, even though I was the one living. So obviously, I guess it's easier in terms of pain, and I left my ex for this new relationship anyway. So anyway, that's not my point. My point is that now it's just a long healing process that I have to go through, and I'm so proud of myself for not giving up and not, like, going back to avoiding. And I'm avoiding, like, come on, I'm not in the deep shadow work every single day for I don't know how many weeks, like 6 weeks now. No, I'm you know, there is moments I just need to, you know, stay in bed and watch, like, TV reality show in order for my brain to disconnect and to not go into, because I need a break. But yeah, I guess I'm sharing all of that because first of all, it's super healing for me to express my voice. I felt like I had blockages for years in my throat chakra, and I was so afraid to talk my truth. And I think I found my voice when I traveled to India and Thailand. When was that? Like about 3 years ago. And also when I lived in London, I felt very free to be myself and express my voice, and I was not ashamed. And then, I don't know, I think, Thailand really changed my life. And I came back in France, and I remember talking to my family and friends and just being so myself and feeling so free and authentic and so connected to my truth, and knowing that my truth is ever changing. And that's why, you know, I was embracing every single part of myself, the light and what I love about myself, and also the dark and what I don't really necessarily like, and, you know, what I'm very proud of and what I'm also not very proud. And this is just such a, you know, even if you've been listening to this podcast, you know that my voice is always different. Even the tone of my voice, my intonation, the passion, the mood in the emotions. And I'm always like, for instance, today sometimes I just sit in front of my computer and I have my mic and, you know, I have a setup and I just like tap into my truth and share it from what I experienced in the moment. And today I'm just like holding my phone. I don't have the mic. I don't know the quality of this audio. And I'm laying in bed. I just, like, you know, woke up and feeling so low, and then I had a sacred self-pleasure practice where, you know, I used a yoni egg, and I infused my intention into, it's a rose quartz yoni egg. So rose quartz is, you know, unconditional love and pure unconditional love. It's beautiful, and I infuse my intention into the crystal to show me a deeper sense of self-love, because that's what I needed today, and that's what I was missing for a long time. That's what I'm finding. And it was such a sacred practice, because I found, oh my God, like I felt like my sacral chakra with my solar plexus and my heart, those three chakras just aligned, and it was just like this deep inner fire of love and sensuality and creation power, and I don't know, this deep sense of love of like, you can do it. Not only you have so much more power than you think, and your power resides in your love, in your ability to love deeper. And that's really what happened with, like, I don't have these strategies anymore of like, of course, getting wasted and stuff, but also of blaming on hurting, because I think I never loved my partner as much as I love her right now when she's not with me, because my heart has been broken into pieces, and I feel like it's just like it has been cracked open to feel a deeper sense of love. And that's the first time that it happened. I never felt more love for a partner when the relationship ended. And I never felt more love for my family that I feel right now. And I always felt like I will feel more love for my family when I finally, like, you know, when I transform the relationship, where we can have this container of being more ourselves and talking our truth, which is not my family at all. And I was like, I will love them more when we have that one day, you know, hoping for a change. And right now I just love them for who they are. Even the pieces I really against, you know, when we have very different core values that are in opposition, but I just see them as a reflection of me, a reflection of parts of me that I didn't want to see or accept. And I never loved my friends as much as I love them right now. I could never have this connection with them because I was trying to be this strong woman who never really show when she's in doubt, or when she's afraid, or when she's like jealous, or when she's comparing, or when she has low self-esteem. Because oh my God, I've been a yoga teacher and an intuitive healer, and my job is to heal people. And then now I'm a holistic coach, and I coach people to have the best life of their dreams, and you know, to be more confident and to be more free and authentic. So I have to embody that 24/7, and you know, just acceptance is the core of what I'm learning right now. And still, you know, I'm going through so much losses, and there is so much pain and tragedies around me right now. Not only my own pain from this breakup, and it's not just the breakup, it's everything, all the wounds and emotions that have been repressed and suppressed and hidden and buried inside of me. So I didn't get access to them, and now it's like, here we are, completely open. And I know that, you know, I don't get it yet. It's such a how do you say, cycle. It's a cycle of life, of death and rebirth, of pain and joy, and it's just everything is part of the same. Everything is one, and I truly deeply feel it in my essence, in my body right now. And this is so damn fucking powerful. And oh my God, yeah, I feel free. I feel in pain. I feel a deeper sense of purpose and meaning in my life. Like, I know what I want better than ever, and at the same time I'm so lost, and I'm just embracing this duality of feeling everything and its opposite at the same time. And that's just a beautiful lesson that I'm really humbled to receive from life. And you know, this power of trusting that everything that everything, yes, the H for a little French person, I love it, that everything happens for a reason. And, it's easy to say that when you are at the peak of your joy and you're so aligned and you're, I don't know, you're meditating or you're having like a moment with your friends, or, and you understand that what you went through in your life, the hardest moment, we're just preparing you for this beautiful moment that you're experiencing. It's so easy to say everything happens for a reason. But when you're in fucking pain and you wake up and your first thought is, I want to leave this body, I want to be dead, I want to kill myself, how do you how did you access that knowing of everything happens for a reason? And it's not breaking me, it's just cracking me open so I can love even more fiercely, I can be more myself and unapologetic. I'm done playing small. I'm done doubting myself. I'm done trying to fit into something that is not me. And I'm realizing that as much as we are all here to learn from one another, people will teach you. Like, I think every single soul that we meet, whether it's people that you meet once in your life, or strangers, or teachers, or lovers, or family, or friends, or every single human being is a teacher. It's here to teach you something about yourself. Like, it's not him putting lessons inside of you, it's you learning from them, from their presence, from their truth. And that's why you also need to stand up as this person for yourself. You need to speak your own truth, because that's the only way you can bring the lessons you have to bring to the planet and to humanity, to life, to and this is it. This podcast is my healing, is my truth, my ever-changing truth. Because now I'm feeling that, and when I'm gonna stop the recording, maybe I will feel different. And maybe tomorrow I will have bigger, deeper breakthroughs about my life and what I want and who I think I am. And that is okay. And that's my, I love to have invitation for you. Listening to that, that's my invitation for you to only listen to your own beating heart. Don't lose yourself in someone else's truth. Whether it's a teacher, a stranger, a lover, a family member. My invitation is to fully embrace every single aspect of yourself, even if they are in total contradiction, and even if you feel everything and its opposite at the same time. And I know how confusing it can be. And you think like you're crazy, and you think like, oh my God, I just don't know. But let's bring more freedom. Let's bring way more freedom into this planet, into ourselves, into our relationships, into the world. This is so damn important. So my invitation for you is to take a breath right here with me. Inhaling to the top of your lungs, filling your body with life, with prana, with life force energy. And sigh it out. Releasing every resistance to what is, to the present moment. Any resistance that is preventing you from embracing and accepting who you are in this very moment, and what you feel, and your emotions, and everything that it triggers. And my invitation is to love yourself so fiercely, so deeply, even more, because your strength lies into your love. Your strength is in your vulnerability to share your truth. This is real strength. I really feel like, we are shifting the collective into, and I'm all into like the feminine energy of this planet. I think we live with a dominant masculine energy in this world, with, you know, competition and action and this fire of this very fast-paced life, and now it's time for balance. You know, it's time to really balance the masculine and the feminine within us, within our own beings, and at the scale of the planet, where we also take time to breathe and to rest and to heal and to be vulnerable, and to understand that the strength is found into that as well. And I think it requires even more, I don't know, strength in a way of like bravery and daring to go into that depth of cracking open our hearts and letting the light in and out. And yeah, I think I will finish on that. I'm sending you all the fucking love that I have in my heart for this day, for this moment. And I cannot wait to talk to you in another podcast.